I gave a homeless man my lunch every day for a month. Gesturedly, he handed me an envelope that changed my life. I never intended to become friends with the homeless man outside my office building. It started 3 months ago when I was having the worst day of my professional life. I'd botched a major presentation, my boss had questioned my competence in front of the entire team, and I was one mistake away from being fired. I walked out of the building at lunch too, upset to face the office cafeteria, clutching the expensive salad I'd meal prepped the night before. That's when I noticed him, an older black man sitting quietly on a bench, not panhandling, just watching people pass. Something about his dignity and stillness made me pause. "Would you like this?" I asked, holding out my container. "I am not hungry." He looked up, studying my face before accepting. "Bad day?" he asked. I nodded, surprised by his perception. "Tomorrow will be better," he said simply. The next day I brought 2 lunches. I didn't plan it exactly. My hand just grabbed an extra sandwich while I was packing my bag. He was in the same spot, and when I sat down beside him, he introduced himself as Marcus, 35 years at the post office before a stroke took my job. Then medical bills took my home, he said without self-pity. "Pre out here, 8 months now, that lunch became a daily ritual. I'd bring food, we'd talk for 20 minutes, and I'd return to work feeling strangely lighter." Marcus never asked for anything, but he gave me something invaluable: perspective. His stories about delivering mail to the same neighborhoods for decades, watching children grow up and elderly residents pass away, were filled with more wisdom than any business seminar I'd attended. When it rained, I worried about him. When temperatures dropped below freezing, I called shelters trying to find him a bed. My coworkers thought I was crazy. "You are feeding his dependency," one colleague warned. "He's probably scamming you," said another. But Marcus never asked for money. He only accepted the food and conversation I offered. Sometimes he wasn't there, and those days felt strangely incomplete. Yesterday marked 1 month since our first lunch. I brought his favorite turkey and provolone with extra pickles and found him wearing a clean button-down shirt I didn't recognize. "Last lunch for a while," he said, smiling. "Got some good news." My heart sank. I'd grown accustomed to our talks, selfish as that sounds. "My sister finally found me," he continued, filicking for months. "Apparently, I'm going to stay with her in Cincinnati while I get back on my feet." I was genuinely happy for him, but surprised by how much I'd missed these moments. As we finished eating, Marcus handed me a sealed envelope. "Been working on this for you," he said. "Don't open it until tomorrow." We said goodbye with an awkward handshake that turned into a quick hug. I slipped the envelope into my bag, assuming it contained a thank you note. This morning my alarm didn't go off. I rushed through my routine, already 20 minutes late when I remembered the envelope. I tore it open, expecting a card. Inside was a handwritten letter and a folded document. The letter read, "Sarah, before my stroke, I delivered mail to the CEO of Westridge Publishing for 15 years. We spoke often. He has a weakness for checking his mail personally. I mentioned you in your situation. The attached letter is from him. Thank you for seeing me when I was invisible, Marcus." The document was a letter on Westridge Publishing letterhead, one of the most prestigious publishing houses in the country, and my dream employer since college. It was an invitation to interview for an editorial position that hadn't even been advertised yet. I called in sick and spent the day preparing. I keep thinking about how many people walked past Marcus every day, seeing only homelessness, not the man with connections, wisdom, and dignity. How many opportunities do we miss by failing to recognize the humanity in strangers? I brought lunch to our bench today, half hoping to find Marcus there to thank him properly, but another man was sitting nearby, staring at his phone with the defeated look of someone who just received bad news. I had packed 2 sandwiches out of habit. "Excuse me," I said, approaching him. "Would you like this? I made extra." Sometimes the smallest connections change everything. Sometimes a turkey sandwich is just the beginning.